We all know about the lost liberal decade, but I'm here to remind you about the lost liberal scandals. Let's get into it.
Get it on!
What is up, everybody? Tis I, SG80, coming to you from right here, as always. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and this might be the most important video that I have uploaded to date with regards to the election that is coming up in 5 days, 4 days, 4 days. Oh my lord, it is around the corner. Folks, get out there and vote, and hopefully vote conservative. If not, please get the word out there and have them try and change the minds of the fence sitters, as I'm trying to do, the Liberal and NDP fence sitters, and try to get them over to our side. We need change. We need a better future. Anyhow, that being said, this is one of the major and most important videos that I've released because, yes, we do know that we are in, and we have lived through the lost liberal decade, as Pierre so kindly repeats over and over again. I think that is hammered home. But one thing that I don't think is making the rounds have been the lost liberal scandals. Yes, scandals, plural. I know what you're going to say. But SG, those were all part of Justin Trudeau's regime. What's changed? The guy, he's new. He doesn't know. No, everybody in the background is the exact same as Justin Trudeau had. And to be fair, one of those people in the background during Trudeau's tyranny was Mark Carney. So not sure you can really say that, but I've got a few things for you just in case, just to drive that fact home. So anyhow, let's look into some of the ones, or the ones that I could pull up here in some quick research. So, SNC-Lavalin affair. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau faced allegations of pressuring then Attorney General Jody Raybould to intervene in the prosecution of Quebec-based construction company SNC-Lavalin. The investigation by the ethics commissioner concluded that Trudeau violated conflict of interest rules. Conflict of interest rules. So they have heard of these rules, but apparently Mark Carney has not. So yeah, big surprise there. Anyhow, conflict of interest, gone down the toilet. Conflict of interest rules by improperly pressuring Raybould. Cool. Well done, Mr. Trudeau. That was 2019. 2020, the We Charity scandal. Liberal government awarded $912 million contract to the We Charity to administer the Canada Student Service Grant. It was revealed that Trudeau's family had been paid by the We Charity, leading to questions about conflicts of interest. Do I see a running theme here? Perhaps? Yeah. Both Trudeau and Morneau were cleared of legal wrongdoing, but the scandal led to Morneau's resignation. If you've been found not guilty, why would you resign? Why would you step away? Okay, good thing you have buddies on the bench. Aga Khan affair. I'm not too familiar with this one, but Trudeau accepted private island vacations. Oh yes, this one. And flights from the Aga Khan, a philanthropist whose foundation received federal funding. The ethics commissioners found Trudeau violated conflict of interest laws by accepting these gifts. And the Aga Khan Foundation was a registered lobbyist. Again, conflict of interest. This is going to tie into Mark Carney as well. Don't you worry. This might have been before 2017, might have been before his time, but it's happening. Okay, the fun ones. Blackface, brownface incidents, plural, more than one time. Images surfaced of Trudeau wearing blackface and brownface makeup on multiple occasions in the 90s and early 2000s. The revelations sparked widespread criticism and discussions about racism and cultural sensitivity. This is a dude that paraded around in blackface and brownface on multiple occasions. This is a guy that you had running the country, and now you're looking to get his cronies to continue this sort of stuff. Elbowgate. This was a different one that I'd not been familiar with. During a parliamentary session, Trudeau physically interacted with two opposition MPs, leading to one being elbowed in the chest. The incident, dubbed Elbowgate, resulted in Trudeau apologizing but not facing parliamentary sanctions. No big surprise that he wouldn't face that. but did have to apologize. Oh, I'm so sorry. It just reminds me of the South Park episode where I believe it was the oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico, where it's just the guy saying, I'm sorry, in just different. Anyway, I digress. The Chandra Arya ethics inquiry. Liberal MP Chandra Arya faced an ethics inquiry after awarding Amazon Kindles and cash to students. He defended the actions, stating that the Riding Association funded the awards. In 2021, Arya apologized after a staffer emailed private information of 900 constituents to Conservative Party staffers. And the last one that was brought up, 2016 SNC-Lavalin election donation. It was revealed that SNC-Lavalin made illegal donations to the Federal Liberal Party from 2004 to 2009. The company reimbursed employees who made contributions, which is prohibited. Oh my God. Another essentially conflict of interest. Like, they could not help themselves but find themselves in a scandal. And not to mention that the reason he stepped down was because of another scandal that was coming up. The green, was it greenwashing? Was it green slush fund? So there was another one, 2024, that would have made the list had he stuck around until today. But again, we did say, oh, but SG, that's part of Trudeau, not Carney. Okay, what has Carney done? He hasn't been leader, and this goes into it right here. There have been no scandals uncovered related to his leadership. Okay, he just started. However, his previous roles and affiliations have attracted scrutiny, obviously. Critics have raised concerns about potential conflicts of interest. There we go again. Potential conflicts of interest due to his positions as chair and head of transition investing at Brookfield Asset Management, a company that has significant dealings with the federal government. It already has dealings with the government, and they inserted this dude to lead the country. And I've said this before, why be a lobbyist when you can just force yourself into a position where you can play lobbyist and leader at the same time and just sign off on whatever you want. Additionally, Carney's involvement in global financial activities such as Glasgow Financial Alliance for Net Zero has faced criticism. Some environmental advocates argue that these initiatives have been ineffective and have allowed financial institutions to engage in greenwashing without making substantial commitments to reducing greenhouse gas emissions. AKA, it's all BS. It's all BS. I had to look up what the meaning of greenwashing was, and it refers to the practice of deceptively portraying a product, service, or company as environmentally friendly when the actual environmental impact is less positive or even harmful. So there you go. Those are the Mark Carney ones that came up in this. We didn't see that he has many ties to Donald Trump, Elon Musk, and Tesla, Swipe, China. Let's not forget China, because while his Unionville candidate stepped down on his own accord, only to be replaced by another pro-Beijing candidate in that same riding, Joe Tao. I don't remember what the conservative member running there is, what his name is, but he has stopped going out and campaigning due to fear. So what has Mark Carney done? Sweet FA. He said, oh, it's a learning experience. The candidate stepped down, rightfully so, when he didn't have to. So good on him for stepping down. But Carney was just like, meh, don't worry about it. How about Buttongate? Let's not forget Buttongate, where we have the spread of fake campaign pins, as you can see here. Not only did that happen, but those staffers ended up going to brag in front of a CBC reporter who told them she was a CBC reporter, and they continued to just talk about it. So good on you, folks. But the great thing is that they may have violated election policy. And Mark Carney knew, because it came from campaign headquarters. So he knew he's playing dumb. And over and above that, Ezra Levant from Rebel News actually trademarked "Make Canada Great Again." So he is suing the campaign, the Liberal campaign, which is just a boss move. I hope he wins, and I hope the two that started spreading these are brought to justice. So Yeah, so there's another scandal. And again, the ties to China, where he ended up getting hundreds of millions of dollars from China just before running for prime minister. I use that term loosely because he was just inserted into the role. Not cool. There's another scandal that I would beg that would constitute being a scandal. Guys, he's not who he says he is. He lies and is two-faced at every opportunity. Every opportunity. He says that Donald Trump wants to own us. He does not want to own us. The dude is a deal maker. I don't like the way that Trump has gone about this second term by any means. This whole stomping on everybody with tariffs, not cool. Don't like it. However, if this guy, Mark Carney, was such a great negotiator, was able to deal with Donald Trump, he would have done so. But no, he signs these fake, I don't even know what it was, pauses on the carbon tax, like Donald Trump does from his Oval Office. But no, he wants you to believe that Pierre Poilievre is Trump-esque. I would beg that Mark Carney is more Trump than Pierre. Business dealings with Trump, bailing out Trump's son-in-law and his family, helping them out of debt, in a building in New York. So bailed out the Trump family, pseudo family, is in bed with him as far as Brookfield and Brookfield Assets moving headquarters from Toronto to the States, getting more jobs down there. It's not right. It's not right. The man lies. And if there are any potential liberal voters just sitting on the fence looking for a reason not to vote for Mark Carney, I'm really hoping that you realize that the Liberal Party has not changed in the background. He has all the same people that were there during all of these scandals that I just went through. They're there during the scandals that he is involved with, let alone the tax havens in Bermuda. It's disgusting. And yet he wants us to believe him that he is the way out. He's here to enrich himself. He's here to enrich Brookfield. So unless you have thousands upon thousands of shares of Brookfield, I would highly suggest reaching for that ballot, voting for Pierre, voting conservative, because we do need a change and nothing's going to get better without it. We can't have more of the same. I know these are all kind of Pierre talking points, but it's true. We can't have more of the same. We don't have Stockholm Syndrome. We don't need to be on the side of our captors. And we just need a better way forward. And I believe that the conservatives are that way. Anyhow, if you do like this video, or any of the other ones for that matter, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share it around. I've noticed that I went from, views of hundreds to thousands to dozens. So help this get out there. I believe this is, like I said, the best one, the most important one that I have put out so far. Hopefully you lasted to the end. Like, comment, subscribe. Love to hear from you. Get out there and vote on Monday. And let's bring home some change and a brighter future for all of Canada. Otherwise, the man drives change, and the change that he wants is to divide Canada, which is all he's done. Mark Carney, that is. All he does is divide, and use fear to get us to think that Trump is going to own us, and he won't. He doesn't want that. You need to know that he's a troll, and he's a professional troll. That's all he is. And we just need somebody, not necessarily to stand up to him, but to be able to go and talk to him and just get a deal made. Maybe that's Danielle Smith who needs to be the one leading that charge. Otherwise, I feel like Danielle Smith is going to be the one leading the charge to break away from Canada. It's the first time in my lifetime that I've heard a province other than Quebec considering leaving Canada. And it's scary. It is scary. Let's try and keep Canada together. Let's vote conservative. Let's go. Hope you like it. Tis I, SG80, coming to you from glorious right here. As always, stay healthy, stay safe, a lot of love. Until the next one, I'm out. Peace.